The movie starts off mad calm, regular degular. Even the turn he was making was average. I guess that's the proverbial calm before the storm people be talking about. Tossing some part in USA? That's a road trip. But before we continue, that was a deep ass dip in the road. I thought the cameraman lost him for a second, but he found him. At that point, we are introduced to our main characters, Trish and Derry, siblings of bad luck and spotty decision making. And off rip, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not optimistic about their survival rates. You know, their odds of survival was like a nigga trying to show up in front of their crush and was like, let me hit a backflip.
That's a great idea.
Things can go wrong just as fast. The first indicator was when Derry decided to play a game, Hit the RV. This is surely a game perfect for the dumbass Olympics. Reward, casting callback for the first live action remake of Angry Birds. His ass was about to be up in the air, pure geyser activities. A kite with no string, but there's more. A raise to his insurance premium, maybe even a little death. But when he got close behind the RV, he stopped. I guess his common sense was finally loaded, and he read the license plate of the RV.
Day forever.
And boy was he happy. Was he trying to tell us something? With that big ass smile he was wearing, it was like he was finally free. About to see this man in the club with Terry Crews. And come to find out, the reason why I was taking this route was because of her. Is he had the audacity to have a nasty ass attitude. I'm taking you on the scenic tour. I'm sorry, I would have to pull over. She gonna have to walk at least a mile. And hopefully along that character building trek, you find some respect for me and my car. And then we can continue our sibling journey. Peacefully, respectfully, with a little gourmet taste of calm. And don't think I forgot your crusty ass feet you had on the dash. But all that was tossed out the window when a new challenger appeared for the dumbass Olympics. Except his tailgate was a lot more aggressive, damn near on their ass like a thumb from Victoria's Secret's cheeky catalog. And boy was Mater tripping hard body, rusty ass car moving so viciously. Man was twisting our car harder than a model down a walkway, as if it wasn't one pebble away from becoming a pandemic, airborne. But he was riding the hell of a Derry ass, did everything but give his bumper a wedgie. Nope, turning my ass back around. I'm J-Lo at this point. I had enough of the scenic route. I've seen enough. And that license plate, what are you beating?
What?
Guys, I'm a guy. I don't want to be beat on my upper nor my lower body. I'm definitely turning around. But after the near-death experience of being chased by a rust bucket with seemingly a Hellcat engine, you would think they would do the same thing I did. Nope. Because why continue? That freak is surely speeding towards something, and I don't need to see what it is. I'm pretty sure you don't either.
Get a load of that nasty old thing. What is that? The vehicle of choice for assholes and f***ing serial killers?
You are correct, sir. Yes!
See, he was astute enough to conjure the idea that that van potentially inhabited a serial killer. But that level of deduction, even if it was just a stress-relieving comedic bit, wasn't enough to make them at least ponder the idea of turning it around. At least a dog would turn around simply to chase his tail. You should tuck yours and find another direction. But hold on, there's more lore. Apparently, people have already died in a strange manner on this very stretch of road, and there's not a single sheriff, patrol car, or nothing. Not to stretch this possibility too far, but I seen my fair share of horror movies. People who drive rusty trucks are usually villains that like to eat people with no seasoning, a monster with no taste of gourmet identity, no garlic, salt, or nothing, just raw dog and flesh on tongue.
To think this was the highway I would die on.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why are you just now sharing with the class? I mean, her dumbass brother over there working with the process speed of Windows 8 infected with malware, so he was damn near drooling when she said it and just kept driving. But before I show you the next scene, we are truly following characters that are destined to have a short existence. The thing driving the truck was clear as the sun in the summer morning sky, dumping freshly deceased bodies down a chimney-esque basement hatch. I don't know what you call that thing. Like he was a serial killer Santa, and they drove past mad slow, just staring at the dude while he worked. And now look. Oh, it's her car. That's why she had her feet on the dash. Back to the intense murderous drama. What type of maintenance does he do on that truck for it to be built like Respucia, but moving like Usain Bolt with the supplement diet of Lance Armstrong? But this was just greed. Why was he chasing him? Was it simply because they witnessed him storing his kills like a squirrel in their acorns? If so, come on, we can't make a deal or something?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander, but I cannot see I'm legally blind.
You didn't know. It's a well-kept secret. And now I see why his bumper was missing the tooth. The thing was just headbutting the back of Trish's car. But Derry was not zigzagging enough for me. I would've been out there moving like I was following KD's hair like a map. I'm not gonna lie, I would've had Creeper folded up in confusion. Bro would've started to think that this car was a magic school bus the way I was whipping it. My guy was trying to stay on the road like he was riding with Mrs. Puff. That never stopped SpongeBob. My guy, get on the grass and spin a 180 and go back to school. Summer break and try again next season. And what's getting me the most is the fact that they both kept yelling at Mr. Creeper. Like he was gonna have a mental breakthrough and realize he was doing wrong and acting erratic. Damn, you know what? I was kinda bugging, not gonna lie. I can do too much, but like a man in front of 7-Eleven, I could use some change for betterment. Can you help me? Now, just like that, he was gonna stop trying to make you pass tense and turn himself in. All he needed was tough love to start walking on the right path. My guy, stop yelling. Assist your brother in making some plays so y'all can escape the wrath of this minute. But the creeper just tapped that ass off the road and continued on his merry way. But even after what just happened to them, instead of getting in the car and going to the police station to report what happened, Derry, a man with no muscle mass, not even an ounce of it, hell, I'll even take white belt experience at this moment, wanted to check out what the creeper was dumping down the pipe.
We look in the pipe. That's it.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Not saying he wasn't considerate, a true heroic gentleman, but call me a puppy because I'm a certified. When it comes to saving people from 6-foot monsters, these hands can tussle with humans, but monsters? Nah, leave it to Batman and Superman. So lacking in common sense, they put it to the drain, and Derry started calling for any remnants of life. But I swear I heard nothing. But Mr. Superheron damn near jumped into the drain, claiming he heard someone. But there really was somebody down there. I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. Leave that man. I don't care if that's your brother. He was your brother. Go home and throw a nice little funeral. Make it touching, heartwarming even. Hell, get a Marvel superhero impersonator. He'll love that. He seemingly always wanted to be a hero. Just watching this man is making me lactose intolerant. Look how mad he is at her. It was his idea. He was the one with the brain blast. But he found one of the bodies he was looking for. Is the creeper Orochimaru? What was he working on? Man's playing IRL operation. But just think about it. They could have been back on the road heading far away from the church and his creepy wonders with a simple U-turn after surviving the episode of Jeepers Creepers Road Rage. But nope, Derry could not let that happen. He needed to milk the danger a little more. So now he needed to escape through this basement looking for a way out. But instead, he was really acting like he was there to sightsee. Even stopping to tie his shoe mad calmly, like he didn't see a man with an entire C-section. Even when he saw the wall of humans wallpaper, he still didn't feel any panic. Nope, that's just some regular normal home decor. These two siblings are like peas in a pod that lacks survival instincts. Trish was no better, a terrible lookout. She almost got caught lacking twice. Couldn't even work her own car, because if she could, she would have left her brother. But lucky for her, that truck was not the creepers, and her brother made his way from the basement of the church. I don't think we have time to spare for this psychotic break. Not now. You're gonna have to reschedule it. But the problems just kept stacking to each other like drunk Jenga, because now they were running low on gas and need to stop at this small diner. But she's gonna have to leave her brother. This man is baggage now. I know what you're gonna say. The horrors in that basement had that man regress to infancy. The baby can't talk. The baby can't formulate his emotions. But while waiting in the diner for the waitress to create a phone, then call the police, because they'll take it forever to arrive, the payphone on the wall started to ring. And as if the establishment had no workers, Trish had to answer the phone. But it was a good thing. It was for her anyway. And her brother. I know. I'm confused too.
I don't know if it's a demon or a devil or just some hungry thing.
It was the most strange scene, plot progression wise, I have ever seen. Like, why call the siblings instead of the FBI, a body of government that like to hurt things? No, like, why call two skinny ass siblings and then tell them to lure this demon that hunts on the outskirts of this small little town? Like, I get he's after them, but like, what they finna do? So after useless dialogue with the officers that finally made it to the scene, because I saw what he saw, but with him acting like this, them being in the diner with the officers was perfect for the creeper, because he came like he was hosting a panty raid.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
And got the running lines on Derry draws, like a freak that needed to fix a human scent. And going with the phone call from the psychic, once he has your scent, there was no escaping. So the officers decided to lead him out of town. And guess what? More breadcrumbs that the lady dropped on the phone came to life. While surfing the radio, the very Jeepers Creepers song was playing. And what was happening behind them? Damn, they just got casted. Now they being casted out of the car? But battle axing a person head off while car surfing is wild crazy. The creeper has been honing his murderous craft for many years, and he wants us to see the fruits of his labor. I'm clapping for you. You're doing a good job. I'm just happy I'm not out there with him. Trish and Derry were arguing about the song on the radio when, bam, it was raining men. Well, one, and it was only his head. But the two of them just... They do everything in slow motion, or simply not listening. Continue to engage in foolish actions, leading to nothing more than impending doom. She peeped the head on the ground, and it took an entire business day to process what she saw and finally run back to the car. And when she did, they just sat there watching this freaky ass creature with a head design after the saggiest nuts reach second base with a detached head before progressing to third base, treating his officer's head like a roll of hubba bubba, showing it to us, the audience, like we're gonna clap for him. No freaky ass nigga, we good. But after enjoying the show for far too long, Trish finally decided it was time to depart, going full Lightning McQueen, burning rubber like a fire at a Trojan factory, until her brother convinced her to slow down, and she came to a full stop. I know you didn't ask me, but I don't think this is far enough for a full stop. He can still catch up with a hop and a skip. But guess what happened next? Trish sees a house tucked under the camouflage of trees, and instead of continuing to the next town, she chose to pivot to the house to use their phone. But the old lady that lived there, she didn't even have a phone, but Trish kept talking to her. She said she doesn't have a phone, so this conversation is pointless, like them possessing a brain in their head, because they weren't putting them to good use. The creeper managed to catch her to them, like I guessed, and posed like he was waiting for Hugh Hefner to make him a centerfold. But I see no panic or fight or flight. Why is everyone standing around? The old lady was the only one ready to be on bullshit. She came out the house armed up, moving faster than these two dumbass siblings, and she wasted no time. She took a gun and used it. Too bad she sent that man into a house with her cats. Damn near leading him to a buffet, but she decided to ride or die for her cats. Went right back into her house, straight to her own demise. She was hell-bent on protecting those cats. She didn't, but she was hell-bent on it. Why are they still standing there? The old lady sacrificed herself for you to leave. She didn't, but still leave. There was no way that old woman was gonna win. She was losing the battle simply walking. The creeper must have seen that she was having trouble walking and gave her some aid. But I don't think she can breathe. Never mind. So Trish and Derry, the dumbasses, decided it was time to go, now that they were directly being chased, and they were so ass. The creeper just started flexing because he knew he could, and his prey would not escape. It was like having a show before dinner, and he was his own entertainment, popping a bathroom out the package crisp and pristine, while Trish was hurrying away in reverse, but once again stopped for a stare contest, and he was one ugly motherfucker, not gonna lie. They saw this man backflip, leap from the ground to the old lady's roof, and thought, let's hit him with our car.
That's a great idea.
There's no way he can avoid it if we really try our hardest. Then she stopped again, and take two. The first time wasn't impressive enough. She had to double it for his highlight reel. But on the third try, let's be honest, he felt bad for them, and he respected her perseverance and decided to take one for the team and jump straight into the windshield. But I can't disrespect her too much at this point, using creeper like a speed bump. She was just going back and forth until her brother stopped her. Don't stop her, she is cooking. She's the only one smart enough to realize, let's keep going. Let's double it. But here's the thing that gets me. They watched this man attain his final form, but then fell impotent. I'm not convinced. Trish did crush him one more time on their journey out of that hellhole of a town, but 3 or 4 more times would have really sufficed. Inside the police station in the next town over, Trish and Gary met the lady on the phone from when they were in the diner, and she came into lore dump again. Her arrival legitimately did nothing.
Oh shit!
The creeper couldn't leave the two siblings on their own devices. Man followed them to the police station and got to snacking. But why in the hell did this officer watch this mukbang before he decided to discharge his weapon? He surely paid for it. Man got snatched and took at the same time. Never mind. I can't blame the siblings for standing still. It's everybody in this movie. They watched the creeper dig his dirty ass hands into this officer's chest and pull out his heart like it was interchangeable, and did not fire one time. But I saw a video of a single acorn causing rupturous gunfire from an officer. But a 6-foot bat that love hearts doesn't make you want to shoot? Okay, finally, they did shoot their shot. But all that gunfire amounted to nothing, because while the 3 of them, Trish, Derry, and the psychic, were having a discourse amongst themselves, who peeked their head around the corner like it was a game of hide and seek? Oh no, that can't be faster than walking. The freaky nigga just wanted to be freaky. Who the hell did he eat for the wall clinging ability? Peter Parker? Look how slow he was moving. Man was definitely burning more calories and thigh fat doing that than just regular running. He was hella focused on a wall crawl strut. And then he was like, watch this, I can be even more freaky than before. Disappearing only to reappear behind this woman and sniff her neck like he could smell the bacon grease from her breakfast. Trish and Derry were still trying to escape, running to the very dark room the woman warned them about like 3 times. And look, as the 2 of them was doing some strange ass no you go salsa, Jeeper Creepers just went full Kool-Aid Man with 3rd-degree burns.
Come on, man.
I am gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna f***ing die!
Grabbing both of them, looking for his perfect match. Even licking Trish in the face. Nope. You can have the face. I don't even want it anymore. It's all yours. I guess Trish wasn't good enough. He simply tossed her ass to the side. Damn, that's disrespectful. I don't taste good. I'm bad calories. But I would say though, you couldn't figure that out before the lick, leaving only dairy in his nasty grasp. This man must love himself a tall glass of milk. But the officers came back with stronger guns. But you know what happened? This man Creeper equipped himself with DLC wicks. Why did he take them out? I don't know. He did nothing with him. Because after Trish Talk No Jutsu failed, do you mind if I call you Creepers? This is not you. Come on. This is not you. Don't hurt my brother. She really thought she could sweet talk their Creeper into letting her brother go? He just dipped. And the movie ended with him rocking dairy eyes. Like it was just nothing but a little add-on. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.
I came from the